Hey guys, what's going on? Paul here. Welcome back to another video. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe and also make sure that you hit the notification bell and all, because I don't post on this channel too often. The reason that I'm posting today is because this is a purely Bitcoin and trading video looking at the impending death cross, just to get the point across that this does not mean that the Bitcoin price is going to plummet. I'll show you how it's actually made up and what has previously happened when we have hit a death cross. The reason that I don't post here as often anymore is because I have been putting a lot more time into my Cardano channel. We're approaching 50,000 subscribers over there. If you're interested in Cardano or any of the projects being built on top of Cardano, then make sure you check out that channel as well and subscribe over there. But I will try and get more videos out here. They won't be regular, but if you have notification bells on, then you will find out when they come out. So right now I see a lot of panic talking about the death cross that is coming for Bitcoin, and it's the end of the bull run and everything's over for Bitcoin, we're going to plummet. But what people don't realize is that the way that a death cross happens is when the 200-day moving average, which is the one on the bottom, this is the trend over the last 200 days, when this crosses above the 50-day moving average. Moving averages are lagging indicators, so they look at the trend, what has been happening. So the 50 up here, when the green crosses over the red on the bottom, which is the 200-day, this is when you get what's called a death cross. When it happens in reverse, when the 50 passes up over the 200-day, then that's what's called a golden cross. So golden cross means the market's going good. Death cross supposedly means the market is going bad. But let's take a look at what has happened in the past when we have had these events. So back here, the 23rd of April 2019, we got the golden cross here. The reason that we got the golden cross was because the market started to move up prior to this event. Yes, after this golden cross, we got a really nice rise all the way up here. Let's see what that is. So from the cross, this is the price, we went up 150% on that golden cross. Then the market started to take a tumble and we got the... Let's scroll in a bit closer here. The market started to take a tumble and we got the death cross at this point here. So on that death cross, the price, let's see exactly where it is on this one. So was this one here. So you can see even before it crossed, we were already starting to get a rise in the market. We'll say here, it pulled back down 27%. It's kind of a bad week in crypto, really, not the end of the world. But then we started to move all the way back up again and we got our golden cross. So we moved up from the point of a death cross. We had moved up by 18% before we got the golden cross again. But again, this happened here because of what had previously happened. The price was starting to rise. That's why we got our golden cross. But this is the one that I want to show you that lines up fairly similar to what we have had over the last while. If you look at this, we got our golden cross here. But after this golden cross, the market plummeted. So the market down by 60%, over 60% the market came down by on this golden cross. So golden cross doesn't always mean that the market's going to fire up, and death cross, as you'll see on the next one here, doesn't mean that the market is going to come tumbling down. So you see the market had the huge drop and it was already starting to recover when we got this death cross up here. Death cross happened because of what had happened previously, because these indicators are just looking backwards. So if you look at, we got the death cross here. So the market came down by 12-13% here. Again, that's probably just a bad day within cryptocurrency. But after that, the market resumed bouncing back up all the way up by 50% before we got the golden cross here once again. So as you can see, just because we get a death cross, it does not mean that the price is going to come tumbling down. This here resembles fairly closely to what we are looking at right now. If we scroll on, so after we got this golden cross back on the 21st of May 2020, you can see the price kept going. That is a very long period of time to be on the up. When you scroll in here, we look at from the very peak up here to the bottom was 53%. So that's from the all-time high down to the bottom was 53%. So when you look at this one back here again, you can see that where we had this drop here was 60%. Then we got the golden cross, but instead we had a fall over the next few days after the golden cross, which we may have this time as well. But then after that, the price started to rise again and ended up going up 50% before we eventually got the next golden cross. So just because we're going to get a cross does not mean that the market is over. What it is telling you is that the market has had a substantial fall prior to that. It's not telling you what is going to happen in the future. So again, take things in perspective. Don't panic if you start to see after we get the golden cross that the market falls for a few days. I would say it probably will fall because not everyone is going to understand what it means, and it doesn't mean that we're definitely going down. Look, it doesn't mean that we will follow this situation here where we had the initial small fall and then the rise, but it's not the one that is going to dictate exactly where the market goes. Right now, there's a lot of fundamentals out there. There's a lot going on in the world where Bitcoin, where cryptocurrency in general is becoming far more acceptable. So we need to pay attention to what's going on out there on a more regular basis rather than just looking to the past to see what is going to happen in the future. I hope this has been of some value to you. Make sure that you share it out there, give it a like. Let me know your thoughts on this down below as well, and hit subscribe as well as notifications if you would like to see more. Thanks for watching, guys. I do appreciate it. I will talk to you fairly soon again.